Hello YouTube, this is Stephanie aka Idin Nehasthusaa Gbagba aka Tent Tarot, and as you see I am outside in my tent here to do September readings for the sign of Aquarius. So let's go ahead and get a shuffle going here. So as you know, these readings are general, so they may not resonate with everyone. I've had to do this reading again because the storage on my phone was not sufficient, but as I'm shuffling, it seems as though the same message is coming out. Enlightenment, you need to go within to focus on yourself. There's a potent transformation going on for you. Queen of Pentacles is popping up again in the shuffle. It didn't pop out, it didn't land on the board, but it came out multiple times. The Devil card here is coming out, so there may be a codependent relationship that you're in that you need to release. Maybe it's a codependent relationship with the Earth sign, with the Queen of Pentacles, or it could be a codependent relationship with someone else that you're in, that you're holding on to because of, maybe the generational curse that has happened. Maybe, you didn't feel loved by your family or something, and so you may be in a marriage that you are afraid of letting go because you don't want things to be you don't want to feel like maybe your parents felt in their relationship and their marriage, and so you are I'm sorry, I'm outside and I'm watching these mosquitoes just fly around my tent. I'm hoping none of them flew in here and eating my ass up. Alright, so let's just get into the reading. Your center energy is the Four of Pentacles, so you may be feeling closed off. In the last reading, there was a Tower here, clarified by Two of Swords, I believe. So, maybe a Tower moment has happened and you're closed off. And you're wanting to move. You're wanting to because we have the wheel here, so it could be a physical move. You may want to leave a relationship, or maybe that's your mind frame, the thoughts of leaving a relationship, which you may be just following your intuition. As we have in your recent past, the King of Swords, it may be something that you need to cut out of your life, that is cut out what's no longer serving you, so you can move forward into healing here with the Six of Cups. Let's get clarifying energy on that. Alright, so to get your wish fulfillment, to achieve happiness, looks as though you're going to have to, looks as though, you're closed off and you're wanting to really ground yourself. You've, and the underlying cause of you being closed off and just really wanting to focus on developing yourself, developing your money, developing a business or something like that, is because you've just you're tired of love, no? But it has here crying over spilt milk with the Five of Pentacles, with the Five of Cups, and then the Four of Cups here, feeling betrayed or backstabbed or something like that from a loved one's, and it's time for you to cut it short, cut that out of your life and move forward in willpower, determination. Here with the Chariot clarifying the King of Swords, and then we have the Destiny card. You maybe moving on from a marriage, like here we go with the Hierophant. Marriage, moving on from a marriage, letting that go so that you can heal and elevate to where you're supposed to be, because obviously maybe this relationship that you're in is not for your highest good. No matter what you try to show the world, there's healing that needs to happen and go on. so that you can truly be happy. This relationship may be causing you too much stress and making you feel like the outsider. And it's time for you to go within, to the source of the matter. And the source of the matter is the fact that this may not be the relationship that you need to be in. You may just be holding on to it because you don't want to, fail or feel like your marriage failed, but you fail at life when you stay in a relationship or a situation that is not for your highest good. We got morality. Maybe you're feeling like, well, it's the right thing to do, but you need to move on. Let go of the old way of doing things, of trying to people please, and travel on to your journey to enlightenment. And, maybe this relationship is hindering that. Innocence. This is pretty much the Sun card. Still finding the playfulness in life, enjoying the mundane things in life. He has a childlike enthusiasm and happiness about, just seeing this praying mantis. That's weird. There was a praying mantis on my tree. Not on my tree. On my tent the other day. But, just the innocence of just letting go of worries and being free like a child, but also with the wisdom of an adult. Childlike innocence is ignorant, but as an adult, and you're keeping that childlike energy around you, you are able to move through life without as much stress, and are truly able to connect with source as children are able to connect with source, but from a place of ignorance. They don't really know what they're doing when they do it, but basically bringing you to a place of true spiritual consciousness. So let's get all the cards out. Some of the same cards are coming up. Same cards from the last reading. And look on the bottom of the deck, we got source. So again, it's time for you to release this relationship and focus on yourself. Asar, death for resurrection. It's time for you to end this relationship so that the real you can resurrect. It's an auspicious time for you to make connections here with the Neath card popping up here. Auspicious time for you to make connections to spirit, to make connections to your higher self. Get a couple more shuffles, and let's see what Neteru Neteru's plural, Neteru is singular. What Neteru wants to speak and provide clarity here. Shoot. Senses being. I'm just gonna do that like that. Bottom of the deck. Urjit. Urjit. I send you all. Unk Ujai Seneb. Urjit make me want to do that. Life, prosperity, and health. Unk Ujai Seneb is the meaning of those words. I don't know which one means one. Which one means what? I know Unk means life. So yeah, you're feeling like you want to focus, maybe focus on you and to create a firm or a more established foundation. You want to ground yourself, be more grounded in your being. However, you know, you may be crying over the underlying cause of this. It's because you've been crying over spilt milk, and Spirit is trying to bring you messages, but you're being closed off to it. You're not receiving it. And so, you know, maybe the situation happened because, remember, I told you before, it was a tower moment here. Something happened that closed you off and, you know, brought you to an enlightenment, maybe, because this could be enlightenment shining down on you. You don't have to be a King of Pentacles, but this could be your energy. Information is shining down on you that, like, hey, it's time for you to move forward. It's you becoming aware of what you need to cut out of your life, what is no longer serving you, so you can move forward in willpower and determination. But I'm moving too fast. Sorry. Because we got all this energy to clarify with the Five of Cups. Crying over spilt milk. Not receiving messages from Spirit. If you can release that, which will come from you maybe releasing yourself from the relationship, then a outpour of abundance is just waiting to come in. As we have the celebrations here, you know. But in order for you to get that, again, you have to stop crying over spilt milk and understand that you crying over spilt milk may be just you projecting illusions that's not really there. You're feeling like, oh, well, this relationship didn't work, so I'm not good enough, or or feeling whatever it is. But at the end of the day, you just have to do the work to overcome that lie that you're not good enough, that, you know, maybe this could be childhood things that projections that was imprinted on your subconscious that has you doubting your ability to really step into your power of who you are and truly believe in yourself and not allow the opinions of others to burden you. It's time for you to release those codependent relationships. As I remember, the devil card kept popping out, but release those codependent relationships so you can free yourself and be playful and to really experience, you know, a spiritual lifestyle that is free from, you know, the judgment of others. So let's read Renee Net. Good fortune, wealth, plenty, nourishment for the body and spirit. The body and spirit. Nourishment for the body and spirit. So stop crying over spilt milk. Go within, do meditation, you know, meditate. Because that was a lot that came out in your previous reading. So that you can receive the enlightenment from Spirit. You can receive the clarity that you need to be able to cut out the bullshit that is no longer serving you, so that you can move forward in willpower and determination. You know, being that sacred rebel and breaking the chains. You see how when on the devil card there's chains around the people's neck, but you're breaking that chain of codependency. It's time for a new way of doing things, as this is what the call of the Creator is having you do. This is probably what you're feeling in your gut that you need to do. And it's intense, yeah. But if you do the work and face your fears, you're going to flower into the person that you're supposed to be. You know, the lotus is a continuous unfolding flower of enlightenment and knowledge, and all of that are great. All of those great things, great energies of expansion. And clarifying that energy is best So if you are able to cut out the things that are no longer serving you, move forward in willpower, determination. There is a promise of pleasure and fulfillment, rejuvenation and joy. Also access to a forbidden dimension, maybe within your spirituality, growing deeper to source, whatever that is for you, and understanding of your existence here, your purpose, integrating the lessons that you've learned in totality, no longer suppressing your power, and moving forward with the sun and the sun. You see how this is the sun card. This is the sun card shining down with information, with healing, guidance from source. You know? But it's going to take you actively participating, releasing the things that needs to be released. It goes somewhere in there. The source was on the bottom of the deck. Put that back where it is. Yeah, so you may need to cut out whatever this relationship is. And unfortunately for some, it may be a marriage. But it's not. This relationship may not be destined. You may have gotten into this relationship with the wrong, without getting enough information before you, before you matured. And the maturity is here. You may have probably made the decision from compromise, from a place of compromising your true feelings. I don't know what you felt when you got married, or maybe you didn't. The decision was made from a place of, true moral, like you really wanted to, or maybe you just felt obligated to marry this person because y'all have been together so long or whatever. But maybe you're maturing to the knowledge that those weren't good reasons to get married to this person. And then coming into that acknowledgement and that knowing will bring you to a place of emotional intelligence, bring you to the truth within yourself, and Hethu is the Neteru, clarifying that energy, and is all about being aware of the cycles in your life. But let's get all of it. The significance of cycles of time in the Aquarian life. The right time to act for long-reaching success. So now is the time for you to end this cycle. And it's so weird that is what is said, because we have the world card here also in your future position, which is basically the end of a cycle. You having to heal with the Six of Cups, heal those past feelings of abandonment, maybe, and hurt and love, and just focusing on you. This, ending the cycle of, codependency, and just focusing on you, following your inner voice, releasing the guilt that maybe other people have put on you, and being receptive to the love and guidance. And it's funny, on this side, in these areas, and those, here for the future, guidance was over here in the previous spread. But if you listen to spirit, follow your inner voice, get into the Queen of Wands energy, which is sharing. And the reason she shares is because she's so abundant in what she has that she's able to share it with anyone, any and everyone. She's happy to do that. But right now, you're not in a place that you can give anything, not even to your relationship, because there's so much suppression that you have to do, because maybe this person you're in a relationship does not, understand the level of spirituality that's within you, and they can't nurture that, they can't garner that, and you know this, but you feel guilty because you don't want to have to leave them behind because of where you are. But it's just, if you're vibrating at different frequencies, then it is what it is. You have to receive the fact that you're flowering, and as we grow, we can't take certain people with us. You see the lotus there, and the lotus that she's sitting on, everyone can go with us, so, well, yeah, so that's what I'm getting from the cards here. Hope that provided some insight for some of you. And yeah, like, share, subscribe if you like what you see. You can donate to the channel. I'll put the information below. And yeah, time to focus on you. The last reading I did for you guys, there was aces all across the board. 3 aces. You had 3. So new beginnings in love. It was new beginnings, or the Ace of Swords, insight, and the Ace of Wands, and new beginnings in passion, which can be spirituality as well. Yeah, and the Ace of Cups, following your intuition, and the High Priestess is here. Intuition. And then again, I said, remember, and if you do all that, Ujit. I don't think I read Ujit. And then look who's below that. Asar, death for resurrection, like right below it. He came out during the shuffle as I was pulling out the Neteru, but there he is right there, right under Ujit. Urjit, Urjit, Ur. Don't judge my life. But Urjit, baby, spiritual awakening, enlightenment, the flow of creative energy, magical protection and power, royal power. Aquarius, that's what you are. Okay? I need you to tap into that. There's no need for you to be codependent on anything or any relationship, whatever. None of that. It's time for you to do you. Whatever this relationship may be stagnant, or making you become stagnant. And for me, stagnancy equals death. Anyway, peace out.